my birthday today, and on my birthday I run. Whew, that was good. There's a moment when everything just clicks for a company. Apple did it with the iPhone 4S and 5S, and now again with the M1 Max. Apple's a poor example though, because they've had a couple, but there's normally that one transcendent product that just really crystallizes everything a company is trying to achieve. The Under Armour HOVR Phantom 2s are by no means the best everyday runners on the planet, but this is the best indication yet that Under Armour is taking this running thing super seriously. So these are the original Under Armour HOVR Phantoms. They were launched over 2 years ago when Under Armour introduced the HOVR cushioning. I've run in over 8 countries around the world in these. They've been my go-to travel shoe because of the easy on, easy off booty construction. They are crap in the rain though, and they're not really good for serious running. But that all changes today. So what do I know about running? Well, I've been running half marathons for at least the last 10 years, and I've been through the ringer when it comes to shoes. I'm a big guy. I've always been a big guy, always been overweight. So I go through shoes quite heavily, and not all shoes agree with me. So I started out in Team Adidas. And when Adidas released the Boost cushioning, I got super excited because it was really a revolutionary product at that time. The Supernova Glide Boost 8 was my preferred shoe for a very long time. It has all the stability components that you need, and that Boost cushioning, just the best overall do-it-all shoe on the market. Supernova Glides had the Continental rubber outsole. What I didn't know at that point is that Nike was doing amazing things with this Lunarlon cushioning and turning that into like a really grippy kind of outsole as well, with little rubber inserts at the bottom. These are the Flex Runs, I think they're from 2016, and they served me really well. I smashed many kilometers in this great training shoe. Not really good for a race though. Then I was introduced to the running side of Under Armour. Well, I'd already been an Under Armour fan at this point from the apparel side, but I didn't know that they were doing great things in running until the Charged Bandit 3. Excellent long distance runner. Really trash when the pavement gets wet. So you know the story. Beginning of 2018, Under Armour dropped the HOVR cushioning. With that, the HOVR Phantoms and the HOVR Sonics. I've been privileged enough to own both pairs of those launch shoes. And I can tell you now that the Phantoms are always the more fashion-focused and leisure side, whereas the HOVR Sonics were for serious races. So the HOVR foam that they use in the Sonics was tuned tighter, and that was great for me as a heavier guy, because that spring effect when you launching off or going through your transition, like that was far better on these, and I love these for racing. Under Armour HOVR Phantom 2s, brand new release, complete redesign, a lot more low slung, stable. You actually won with the cushioning now, a lot more HOVR cushioning, uncaged. Obviously have only run in 1 country, maybe 2 cities so far because of a global pandemic. They're white, so not great for extreme travel, like kicking your feet under the seat in front of you, that sort of thing. They're going to get all scuffed up, so that's fine. But as a pure running shoe, Under Armour has finally hit its stride, pardon the pun. Now bruh, they are taking this stuff seriously now. Even the outsole, complete redesign, complete compound change. They're learning a lot from Michelin. It's raining right now, and I didn't roll my ankle, which is something I would usually do in the previous Phantoms. Well done, Under Armour. This is awesome. So first, Under Armour learned how to make an excellent long distance hover shoe. Then they put in the carbon plate into the hover machina, and then they retained the uncaged extra hover cushioning here, stripped out the carbon plate, improved the outsole, super grippy, really good in the wet now as well, and lowered the sock into the footbed. So now you really feel connected to the sole. All of those changes make for possibly the best running shoe Under Armour has ever produced. Things I don't like, it needed an extra eye loop there just to stop that heel slip. Yes, the booty comes up quite nice and high, but you do get a little bit of heel slip because this is just maybe like that much too long for me. It runs true to size. It's not the widest shoe on the market. On a whole, this shoe is just a massive revolution over what they were trying here. Not as stylish, but more focused shoe. Definitely great runner. These come to me while I'm actually recovering from a really serious ligament tear in my right leg. So I'm still re-educating my body to get back into my most efficient kind of running style. These are connected. That means inside the shoe there is a receiver that pairs with a MapMyRun app, which is great because I like technology, and this technology is really meaningful, especially if you care a little bit about diving into the technical side of your running. But they want to coach you on your cadence, and my cadence is nowhere near where it's supposed to be right now. So all I have now is a lady shouting in my ear, telling me every 1.5 or so kilometers that my cadence is too low for the speed that I'm running. Beginners, it's a great tool if you are trying to reach that efficiency, trying to pick up your cadence to like the high 170s, going into the 180s. This is a really great tool, and you don't pay any extra for it. Yes, you do though. It's a little bit heavier. It makes the shoe heavier, but that foot pod is now built into your shoes. And if you pair it with something like the Polar OH1 heart rate monitor, you can get your heart rate stats in there. I still prefer Nike Run Club to MapMyRun, but when it comes to just raw data, this is an amazing place to be. So well done, Under Armour. I'm so happy that you're taking running serious.